Yo, yo, yo. We are live. What is happening, people? Welcome back to a new stream. This time we are covering England. Like in the England shirt. Obviously, get that out of the way. A little beauty right there. I'm wearing the away kit. Obviously, today we'll be wearing the home one. Playing Wales. But anyone's here, say hello. Hello in the chat. Let me just move this down a little bit. Are you ready to watch some England-Wales? Last time I played was 2016. What's up, Spencer? Charles, Harry Kane in the building. Yeah, everyone's saying that. Obviously, Harry Kane's not even in the squad, which I think is brilliant. I think it's brilliant. What's happening, boss man? Hello, hello, hello. What's up? We're live. We're ready for the match to kick off in about 15 minutes' time. Bit of a chill one today. I'm at home, not with my dad and my brother. Been editing all day, as you can see. Got a swollen eye as well, right there, which is why I might look a bit like I'm winking at you, but I promise you I'm not. Is it being... Oh, that is weird. I've just seen that on the stream. Can you hear me? Does that fix it? What the hell's going on? I've never experienced that in my life. Let me remember. Does that fix it at all? I've never seen that before in my life. Right, hold on a second. Let me sort this out. All right, has that fixed it? All right, till I turn it off and plug it back in again. Just waiting for it to catch up on. They're still not on. Oh, what is... We try that again. Right. What is happening? Okay, I think it's back. Oh, I've never seen that before. That is very strange. Hopefully it stays like that. But hello everyone. Welcome. Let me just share this. That was very strange indeed. Let me just share this on Twitter. We're on Joe Rogan Watch today. In case we it's not the camera, it's the connection. My internet's that's what I've got to apologize. My internet's really poor. No, it's not. It's nothing to do with free, whether it's on ITV or not. It's the rights to it. So ITV will have the rights to this game. So I can't show it. Yeah, I promise you it's not. I mean, I'll wipe it anyway, but I promise you it's nothing to do with the camera. Right. There we go. It's on ITV, so it's easy for everyone to watch. Easy for everyone to watch. Let me bring that back down again. Oh, too far. There we go. Nice chill. What day is it today? I don't even know what day it is. Nice chill Thursday. Ever since lockdown, my internet so Virgin's pretty much the only one in my area that works, and we're supposed to have 300 megabytes download, 350 megabytes download, which is insane. And ever since that the Virgin went down during lockdown, it's just totally crashed on us and has been not even averaging like 70, which is really, really bad. So we've had these persistent problems for that's nearly 6 months now, at least 6 months, which is extremely frustrating. So normally I'm at my dad's, right, who lives in North London. He's with Virgin as well, but clearly he's not had any issues over there. So normally my stream quality is fine. But today's peak. I don't know. Sorry, I mean my area's peak. I don't know why. But anyway, I want to show you the lineup for today before we start. Let's get things going. All right. So obviously the England-Wales. No Bale and no Ramsey for Wales. No Kane in the squad whatsoever for England, which I think is fantastic because at the end of the day, I know it's a friendly. I know it's Wales, but it's a friendly, and he's got 2 important Nations League games to play. So he won't be playing at all today. So that means we've got Calvert-Lewin and Danny Ings up top with Jack Grealish behind. When I was predicting my lineup, I obviously went off the assumption that Kane would play. So I thought it would be Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Kane with Grealish behind. But obviously it makes sense to have Danny Ings now instead, given all the news about Abraham, Sancho and Chilwell. Saka makes his England first team debut. Even though he's a gooner, he's a decent little player, to be fair. And we don't have a left back. We've got Calvin Phillips and Winks in the middle. So hopefully Winks can actually carry the ball a bit more today because Calvin Phillips is more of a DM. And then we've got Kieran Trippier, who's actually the captain for England today. Gomez, Coady, Keane. No way Maguire was going to get anywhere near that team. I was quite surprised that Dyer wasn't picked at all. And as you can see here, Dyer's not even in the squad. I'm assuming that's also to do with the fact that he's played about 17 games the past week. But anyway, on to the Wales team. Obviously, no Bale. Sorry, forgot to mention Nick Pope. That's quality. Nick Pope should be our starter from now on. It can't be Pickford. It's got to be Pope or Henderson. And I'm happy Pope's starting because he's quality. But yeah, looking at Wales team and their front line's obviously not as... It's just not as threatening anymore. Now there's no Bale. They haven't got Ramsey in midfield, who obviously he scored the goal last time for them against Bulgaria, I believe it was. He's a bit of a threat for Wales. But the main one that we're focusing on today is here. Number 18, centre-back, Joe Rodon, because he's the one that we've been heavily linked with a move from Swansea. Now, I tweeted about it, right, on deadline day when we heard about the news. And I didn't know who he was before we were linked with him. And I openly said that. I said, I don't know who he is, so could you give me more information? And I had a Swansea YouTuber actually come and DM me and message me saying that he is different gravy, and everyone's saying he's probably the best centre-back in the Championship. So I'll be buzzing if we could get the best centre-back in the Championship, right? Like if that's possible. But we've got until next Friday, okay? We've got until next Friday for that to happen. The players are currently coming out of the tunnel as I'm watching on my Amazon Fire Stick. # not an ad. It was on my Instagram, but not here. Don't worry. But because I'm watching on like ITV Hub, I might be delayed a bit, so apologies for that. But yeah, I want to leave your predictions in the comment section below. We've got Belgium and come on, brain work. Belgium and hold on, I got this. We've got England and Denmark. Okay, England on Sunday, Denmark next Wednesday in the Nations League. So yeah, man, I don't really know what to think for this one, to be honest with you. I think theoretically, I mean, obviously we know the main boy Ben Davis. Is my cursor come up? Ben Davis, Tottenham boy. The way he was talking about how do you say his Rodon? Joe Rodon. The way he was talking about him as well made me suggest that he knows a little thing or two that we're going to try and go for him. So I don't know. I think it's a good, exciting player, and we've got until next Friday. Sadly, it means he's not registered for the Europa League because that was all announced today. Gazaniga and Jedson were left out. However, Dane Scarlett and who was the other one? And Jack Clark were put in the Europa League squad, which I think is very interesting. Dane Scarlett was obviously like 16 years old, and he's in our Europa League squad, which is pretty mental. So yeah. Agent Davis coming in through. Yeah, Spencer, it's common New England now. We've got to spam. What do we even spam? 3 lions? I don't really know. Agent Davis, get a road on the sign. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're doing a bit of road on watch today. Also, if any of you are new around here, make sure to subscribe as well, because obviously I haven't done an England stream I haven't actually done a non-Spurs stream since, the Champions League final. But apart from that, I haven't done anyone else. So it'll be good if you guys could help me share the stream, help out, try and get as many people in as possible. Beautiful winks I'm seeing it on my screen right now. That's what I want to see. Youngest England squad ever. I'm not surprised. I mean, it is a friendly as well, so he's not going to play a lot of the first team players. I'm just finally happy he's played bloody Jack Grealish. And Morero, World Cup in 2026 is here in the States. You better come visit. USA has a promising squad. Isn't it USA, Mexico, Canada? Did they do that in the end? Was it split between the 3? Or is it just USA? But you know for a fact I'm 100% going to be there. 100%. Thank you so much for the $5 donor, man. Anthony, good morning from New Zealand. Good morning to you, to you even. It's a good evening for us. Almost good night. We can sneak a little comment Spurs in there. Yeah, US, Canada, and Mexico. That should be a good one, to be fair. I love Canada as well. I've been there twice for snowboarding. Probably the best snowboarding holiday I've ever been on, to be honest with you. The place is beautiful. What time's the match start? The match starts in literally 2 minutes' time. 2 minutes. 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. UK time. Oh, Rachel's from Canada. Shout out to yourself. Thanks for watching from Canada. Why can England players never sing? I don't think footballers are known for having the best voices out there, to be honest with you. Another $5, man. It's not even a Spurs game. 20 games in the States, 10 in Canada, 10 in Mexico. World Cup game will be at MetLife Stadium. Oh, do you mean the final? MetLife Stadium in New York. Is that a big stadium? Which ones? I tell you one stadium in America I would love to go to. And that is, I think it's Atlanta Stadium. Is it the Mercedes? I don't know what it's called, but like the Mercedes-Benz Arena or something like that. The one that's got like the weird, like, it looks like cut glass. It's hard to explain. Yeah, I know my camera's on my internet, and I've explained earlier in the stream. My internet in this house is pretty poor, so it's it will probably be low quality at times, and apologies for that. I can't do anything about that. That's Virgin effing up on their end. Literally, we can't do anything. Supposed to get 300 megabytes download speed. Currently getting about 10, and I've had that since March, since lockdown. Excuse me, since the blackout happened. Which is shocking. It's terrible. Which means that's why I haven't seen me stream on Twitch. I want to do so many games. I want to play Among Us with people. I want to stream Warzone. Like, there's so many things I want to stream, but I just can't from here because the internet is terrible. Like, is that bad? Dad's in the chat. Oh, why is that not showing? I was going to say, when the internet stopped. Should have come to my house for the internet. Well, it was a bit of a last minute thing, to be honest with you, Dad. I kind of decided. Well, we were supposed to be streaming it on Offsiders, which is why I didn't prepare. But then a lot of the people can't make it this evening either because they're working or they're editing our next video. So it's basically just me left. So I was like, all right, well, I kind of decided a couple of hours ago, screw it, I'm just going to stream on mine. But yeah, hence the shocking quality. All right, we're about to kick off, people. Or we might have already kicked off, but for me, we haven't because my thing's behind it. Actually, refresh it. Let me go back and come back in because I've been watching it for a while. How's it gone further behind now I've done that? Huh? I've actually gone further behind. Never seen that before. Oh, what is happening? More of a live podcast vibe. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for this one, to be honest with you. And if I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not feeling too great. It's not COVID at all. I haven't got any symptoms for that. I've just got I think it's an infection in my eye, which I've been sorting out the past couple of days. So yeah, that's why my voice might be a little bit croaky as well and a bit low, just because I'm a bit tired and all that. So apologies for that. But we move. We have kicked off. I think my stream is very far behind because it's I don't know why. I went out to refresh it and it almost went further back. But what I am looking forward to is seeing Bale play his first game next week against. Oh, would it be next week? Yeah, next week against West Ham. That's what I'm looking forward to. Bale against West Ham is going to potentially, most likely, be his debut because everyone's come out today saying that Mourinho, the coaching staff, everyone's really impressed with his progress in training, and he's in full first team training now with the likes of Bergwijn and Ndombele. Who else was there today? Players like Jack Clark. Basically, any England player or any Spurs player, that's not on international duty, which isn't that many actually, because Reguilon's out playing for Spain. Kane, Dyer, Winks are with the England camp. I think Sissoko is with the France squad, but I might be wrong. Maybe he's not. Lo Celso's with Argentina. I don't know where Lamela is. He might be. I actually haven't checked that. Won't be easy against the Moises and that's peak Barca. Yeah, I'm sure. What does everyone make of Calvert-Lewin? Oh, good luck with your French test tomorrow. Oh yeah. Sorry, I saw Lamela's Instagram post with him on holiday while he was in there. 12 players on international duty. Yeah. I'm happy he's not. I just know what this country's like, and I know what England managers are like. And I was fully expecting him to choose Kane just to have one over Wales, even though it means absolutely nothing. So thank goodness he's not even in the squad. Reguilon injured, apparently in the news. I don't think it's nothing major. He came off at halftime as a precaution. So I don't think that was a problem. Yeah, man. I don't want to have a wholesome chat in the chat. Chat, that's what we're here for. On games like this, where it's not as like, you know, not as big. It's not Spurs. It's just watching England friendly. We're here for a bit of a chill one. See how everyone's doing. Tap in merchant with aerial ability. That's describing Calvert-Lewin. How's my day been so far? I'll ask this to everyone else as well. My day's been all right, you know. Not too bad. I've just been working, to be honest, and just waiting for this. Waiting for this game, really. Joe Rodon will be a useful signing if we get him. I mean, we got until next Friday, so if we are seriously interested, I have no doubt we will. But valuations are very far apart right now. We want him for 7 million. They want 20. So, yeah. Unless Rose or Carter Vickers or whoever goes the other way in a deal, which could also happen. Caden's editing while watching the stream is a good distraction. I like that. My stream keeps freezing and it's annoying me. But it's currently 0-0. Trippier captain in England. Oh, and he nearly lost the ball, actually. In fact, I'm going to go out and come back in again because I'm pretty sure I'm really far behind. Again, I've gone further behind. What is this thing? Right, I'm going to close it and reopen it. This is really annoying. This is why I hate my internet. That's why it's blurry, because I'm watching it on that. So it's not on TV, it's on the hub. And I've got a stream at the same time. Surprised my internet can even hack it. Have I got Wi-Fi on my phone? No. All right, there we go. It will do. I'm behind. I'm way behind, but you know what? This is a chill session. Oh, you subbed. Oh, thank you, video. Just use ITV Hub. I'm using ITV Hub on Amazon. On the thing. But my internet just sucks, so. Fantasy, hold on 1 second, guys. Fantasy, I think last week I didn't do too well, but Kane and Son, I forgot to change my team. Really, really frustratingly, wanted to bring in Hammers and Calvert-Lewin beforehand because of their shit hot form. But I woke up so late on Saturday after working late on Friday that I forgot to do my team, and it passed the deadline. So I still had Kane captain and Son in the team, which I was going to take Son out for Rodriguez and to bring Calvert-Lewin for Jimenez. Show you FPL team. Let me bring it up. Let me stop sharing that one. So I've got to do some changes to it, but once it loads, excuse me. Let me actually make that. Right, share, Chrome tab. That is my team. I got 61 points last week, which actually wasn't too bad. The average was 48. But you can see where my team let me down massively. Schmeichel, they lost. Everton, even though they won 4-2, they obviously conceded 2. Liverpool held an absolute battering 7-2. Man United held about. I mean, I've been trying to get rid of Wan-Bissaka for like 2-3 weeks now, but other injuries and suspensions and all that came up. So, yeah, it meant I had to keep him in, which was frustrating. I think Cole Capita sitting there with 5. I mean, Cole Capita gets way more than Wan-Bissaka. You know something's wrong. De Bruyne didn't show up because they drew 1-1. Rice, all right, clean sheet. Mitrovic, like literally no one. Look at what I was going to get, about 10 points. If it wasn't for the fact that Son and Kane absolutely annihilated Man United. But also, this is the same team that also got me 109 points 2 weeks ago. So that is why where am I? Well, I'm 214th. 190, 126. Let's have a look at their teams. Bloody hell. Who's it? Kane captain. Okay, you got Son as well. Okay, they got Rodriguez, Grealish, Wilson, Calvert-Lewin. Bloody hell. Could you imagine they actually had a decent defense? They got 119 points. That is mental. And then who was the second one? They got the highest points as game week. Again, apart from Silva, pretty trash in terms of points in defense. Rodriguez, Sterling, Son, Grealish. Grealish is another one I wanted to bring in, man. Wilson, Kane, captain. There's a lot of people like Kane, captain, that did well. So yeah, I actually want to get rid of De Bruyne and bring in Salah because I think he would be a lot better to have. And then bring in Calvert-Lewin for Jimenez. Potentially, I've got 2 free transfers. So I don't know whether to do that or bring in Rodriguez for Mount. Why is it on screensaver? What a weird thing to do. I don't know. What do you reckon, chat? Wrong one. What do you reckon for my team? Jimenez isn't overrated. Jimenez is an absolute baller, and he's still got goals. I think he scored 1 goal so far, but he still played that bags goals. But I just think right now, while Calvert-Lewin's on incredible form, you can't not play him. The only issue of now bringing in Everton players is that they've got Liverpool next, which is, yeah, it's and I know obviously Liverpool got held smoked by Aston Villa, but that kind of stuff when a team's that good never happens twice in a row. And I feel like Liverpool's experience will prevail against Everton, even though Everton are doing really well. So I'm thinking Salah for De Bruyne is actually probably the better option. So just in Rodriguez for Mount and Calvert-Lewin for Jimenez. That's what I was originally going to do. I was originally going to do that. Now that Mount's not got the consistent play, considering that players like Pulisic are coming back, Ziyech coming back, Havertz is playing more. Oh, go on, Calvert-Lewin. Oh, terrible. Got around the goalkeeper, but going to get the ball forward. So, what do you reckon? What do you reckon? Do you reckon I still do that? I think it's too risky to bring in. I wonder, actually. Oh, if you want the code to join my league, there you go. It's down at the bottom. You'll see it at the bottom there. FPL code MTE0J3 on the bottom of your screen. Yeah, Skriniar got COVID straight after the deadline day. Everton could get top 4 this year. They really could. I mean, it's a long way to go. We'll have to see if they're. What's it called? I can't even speak. Injuries could be a big problem for them because I don't think they've got squad depth. I do not think they've got squad depth, so that could be a big problem for them. But I'm going to see, actually. I wonder if I could do Salah. Because Man City, you're playing Arsenal. Liverpool playing Everton away. Leicester playing Aston Villa at home. Chelsea. Who else? Man City, Arsenal. That's tough. Spurs playing West Ham. It's actually going to be quite tough to get points. Chelsea, Southampton. Is Ings going to score? It's going to be really hard to get points in the next round. Right, let me try transfers and see what I can do. So if I take De Bruyne and Jimenez out, bring in Salah, how much have I got left? 8.1. Oh, I can do it. Right. Guys, I need you to let me know what I should do. Okay, I'm going to bring it back up again. So this is, I've just done, I haven't completed them, but what I'm thinking, right, is let me do this again. I've currently got De Bruyne and Jimenez. Now my options are, and I've got 2 free transfers, and I need to do these before the prices rise up even further, especially when Calvert-Lewin scores a hat-trick today. I can get rid of De Bruyne and Jimenez for Salah and Calvert-Lewin. It will cost me less money. So I'll still have 0.5 in the bank for a future transfer. Which means if in the future I took Mount out, I could bring Grealish in. Do I take De Bruyne and Jimenez out for Salah? Now, bearing in mind, they're going to be playing each other. They will be playing each other. But Man City are also playing Arsenal. And Wolves are playing Leeds away. And Wolves have not started off the season that well. What do you think? Yes, Spurs, I love watching Formula 1. Jettin, what's your job apart from YouTube? I work now with After Party Studios. As many things, but right now mainly a video editor. Salah and Grealish. Now that is actually a good shout. Yeah, I've heard that song. I'm not gonna sing it, but so what? Maybe wait for Calvert-Lewin just because they're playing Liverpool. Is that home? Where they got after that? Southampton away, Newcastle away. Yeah, that'll be a good time to bring him in. But who have Villa playing? Villa are playing Leicester away. So what? I would get rid of Mount for Grealish. So I can get rid of De Bruyne and Mount for Grealish and Salah. No, I can't. Actually, I can't afford that. Why can't I afford that? That's so weird. No, I mean, I'd have to do Salah and Calvert-Lewin first. I'd have to do them first to get the extra money in the bank, and then I can get Grealish. That is tough. Oh, I've seen nothing happen yet in this game, by the way. But what do you reckon, chat? What do you reckon? Oh, there's a lot in my team I don't like. There's a lot of my team I don't like, and is it too early to do a wild card? Oh, it's definitely I can't do a wild card in this week. We've got too many teams playing each other. Everton, Liverpool, Chelsea, Southampton, Leicester, Villa. Okay, Man U could potentially get points on the bounce. Man City, Arsenal, and us, West Ham, Leeds. Well, yeah, there's too many tough games to do that this week. But if we can get Son, Salah, and Grealish in midfield, that would be pretty nuts. It's not worth the 4 points, is it, though? Considering they're playing Southampton at home. Who have Aston Villa got, actually? Lynn, Leeds, then Southampton. Huh. Mitrovic has gone down, has killed me, because I could have got Callum Wilson as that other one, because he's 6.4. But the points of Mitrovic has actually finished me, and I can't get another decent striker. Bamford, but Rodrigo's going to eventually replace him, or he won't play the 4 minutes at least. Could get Watkins for 5.9. But is he really going to get that many goals? I think Grealish would be the better Villa player to get. This isn't worth 4 points, though. I'll have to keep mounting for this week. And then get Grealish next week. What do you reckon? How's Joe Roden doing? To be honest with you, I haven't seen anything happen that much in this game. Leicester Villa could be a lot of points. Well, that's the thing, but I've already got Justin, and I mean, Justin, that's just a bit of a waste one, but he was in form for a couple of weeks. Castagna was the one I really wanted, but look at the price difference. There's a million price difference. Might sack off Trent, he's been a bit rubbish. Either way, I've got to bring Salah in, even if it's against Everton. Am I going to the next World Cup Euros that fans are in? 100% you'll see me there. You'll catch me there. Thoughts on Penandes? I mean, you said it yourself. Calvin Phillips causing a foul. I wonder how far behind I am. 21, so I'm like a minute behind. Hey, what's up, Kane? I'm 30 seconds behind, yeah? Cool. Hey, George, I met you at the Dare Skywalk invitation and just haven't had the chance to say hello since. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? I remember you. How have you been? Oh, do I pull the trigger on Calvert-Lewin and Salah? Do I do it? Because I fancy both of them to score in that derby. I don't think it's going to be as a walkover as it has been the past few years. I wonder, out of curiosity, actually, if I actually wanted to build the team I want. Excuse me. I wonder if I could do it. Kane, Calvert-Lewin. Who's going to be a cheap, really good forward? Probably Wilson's the best one. Oh, I'm only 0.2 off, to be fair. Castagna. If I wanted Castagna instead of... This is going to be interesting. Wan-Bissaka has to go. Wan-Bissaka's rubbish. Digne is still an incredible good defender to have. Let's just say Castagna. Huh. Size, maybe? What am I off? Okay, I'm 0.9 off. I could easily do that if I get rid of Trent. Because he's just terrible. Not okay, that's a lie. You know what I mean? Like he hasn't started off the season well. Let's put it that way. Midfielders. Is there a cheaper option for either of these two that's been banging it? Obviously, Jorginho scores the pens all the time for Chelsea. It would actually make sense to have Jorginho instead of Rice as an option. Because Rice is never going to get goals or any points. At least Jorginho can score penalties. So then if I get rid of Trent, that leaves me 6.4 for a defender. Cresswell, no. I wanted Chilwell for ages. Well, he's the one who I had at the start of the team before the season started. Question is, he is going to play ahead of... Oh, hold on, ball in. Easy for Pope. He is going to play ahead of... Okay, so if I put Chilwell in, and then what I really wanted for a goalkeeper is... Don't be too much. Where's he at? How's he? Oh, Martinez is actually a shout now, Actually really is a shout. Because regardless, he's going to get loads of saves. He is a very good goalkeeper. So they've had a Martinez in. 1.7. I could actually put Trent back in the team if I wanted to. How can I improve that? How can I improve this team? Scores 0-0, guys. I'm doing my fantasy team in the meantime purely because I haven't seen anything close or exciting happen in the game yet. How many minutes do you think Gareth Bale will play against West Ham United? My prediction is 25 to 30. Nah, I think he might start, you know. Keep Salah, buy Rodriguez. Oh, actually, hold on. With 1.7. No, that's not enough. I don't have anyone else that could. I was trying to think, like, could I take Jorginho out and somehow get Rodriguez as well? But I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, the ideal middle four would be Son, Salah, Grealish, Rodriguez, which I could just get rid of one of the defenders. So I only go 3 at the back. Oh, Calvert-Lewin. 1-0. Calvert-Lewin 1-0. Goal to England. Let's go. Obviously, Calvert-Lewin, head-in merchant. Goal for England. Let's go. Things you absolutely love to see. All right, that's not good for the Joe Roden watch, but you know. He is in too much form. All right, he's going straight into my fantasy team. Who was that put the ball in? Was that Jack Grealish as well? Grealish out on the right-hand side. Good feet. Hits it in a perfect position for Calvert-Lewin. But funny enough, it actually was Roden that did not follow the run. It was Roden that did not follow the run on Calvert-Lewin, which has that. All right. Maybe we're waiting for this game to see whether he's good enough. Maybe that's what's happening. But guys, yeah, make sure to leave a like right now. If you are new, if you're watching this, welcome to the stream. Make sure to leave a like. We are currently on 132 likes. All right, let's see if we can get that up to 200. Okay, you need 70 more likes. 70 more likes. We need to spam like a come on New England. How was Joe Roden playing? Well, not good for that goal. I can tell you that for nothing. Yep, it's 1-0. Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Actually, let me put the goal scorer in as well. What minute was it? 26th? 26th. Let's put DCL. There you go. Gang. Spence was the first legend. Oh, a bit poor defending from Saka there. Grealish setting up yet another goal, another opportunity, at least for England. He is too good. I'm 100% sticking Grealish in. Oh, do I play my wild card with this team? That is the question. Oh, man, I've got 1.7 as well. How could I possibly... Say I took Jorginho out and put Rodriguez in. I would only have to lose 1 million, to be fair. I can easily do that in the defending department. Because I'll only need 3 of them. I don't need all 4 of these players. Who's like a cheap 1 mil? I don't want to get an Aston Villa defender. The only cheap ones are West Ham. I mean, if I'd keep Justin instead of Castagna, but is Justin even going to play all the games now? He has done so far, but his points have been 9-7-1-1. See, Carl Capias is a good cheap defender. So maybe I actually need to find like another 4.5 or something, maybe. So we either get rid of Chilwell or Castagna. Let's be honest, we'll keep a Chelsea player. If we take Castagna out, I've got 3 Everton players in my team. Or do I take Digne out just because they still concede loads? So if I took Digne out, I can get someone for 5 mil, which is still pretty decent. Who can I get for 5 mil? Am I even sharing the screen? Oh, I didn't even realize I'm not sharing the screen. That is so my bad. Did Nightbot really just say my stream's buffering? Was that someone in the chat named Nightbot? Oh, wow. Fair play, Pope. That's exactly what I want in my team as well. Although I put Martinez now because he's a lot cheaper and will be a quality keeper. The question is 5 milli. 5 milli, 5 milli. Who can I get in defense for 5 mil? Am I not showing it again? Idiot. Right, here. This is if I'm going to play my wild card, right? And I've rebuilt my team. Those 4, disgustingly good. These 3, that's a pretty good front 3 as well. And then I'd only need 3 good defenders if I'm playing 3-4-3, if I'm playing all 4 of these people, which I probably will most days. So if I'm playing 3-4-3, really, Castagna, Chilwell, and Saiss should be good enough. And Walker Peters has actually been pretty decent backup. Look at his he's got 1 on the first one, but he's got 3, 6, 5. So he's actually a pretty good, really cheap player to have. He's like a little dark horse. So I kind of need another one of those, but I've got 5 mil in the bank. Don't really want another Chelsea defender. Don't want another Everton player in Keane. Don't need another Leicester. Don't want a Gunnar. Don't want a West Ham player either. Coady already got Saiss. Oh, I was thinking one of these. The defending's not going to be great, but I was thinking Ayling. I was going to put Ayling in a while back, and he got the he got 7 points in the game against Sheffield. But I mean, it is literally just going to be a backup, so it could be worth it just because he's so cheap. Oh, how many points has Dallas got? 3, 1, 6. Because Ayling's the captain, right? So if I say that's my team, right, I've still got 0.5 spare as well. What do you reckon? What do you reckon of that team? What do you reckon of that one now? Because the way I see it, right, is my starting formation would be Martinez, Castagna, Chilwell, Saiss, if that's how you pronounce it. Grealish, Salah, Son, Rodriguez, and then Wilson, Kane, Calvert-Lewin. Who are Newcastle playing, actually? Manu at home. Scores penalties, though. Wolves away. Where's the next one? Everton at home. Where's Newcastle? Newcastle, Salah. Newcastle have got some tough games coming up. Are there any other forwards I can get? What's my maximum? 6.9. I should say 7.1. Wilson's just going to be the best, isn't he? I mean, but Brighton are doing pretty well. Antonio's a good player to have as well, actually. He's already got 2 goals. But I don't want to bring him in against Spurs, even though he does always score against us. What do you reckon? Callum Wilson. Oh, this is just like someone's asking how I change formation. You choose your formation when you select your team. This is because I'm doing my transfers. Mitchell gets easy points. For where? What position? Antonio or Wilson? It's got to be Wilson. Can't take penalties. I'm so tempted to pull the trigger on my wild card already for that, just because that is so much better than what my team is already. Like if I go... I'm not going to be able to show you. Oh, that defense is infinite. So currently my defense is Schmeichel, Digne, Arnold, Justin, Wan-Bissaka. It would now be Martinez, Castagna, Chilwell, Saiss, with Walker Peters as a decent backup. Ayling is decent backup. Going to get games. I've got Son, Mount, De Bruyne. when I can now get Grealish, Salah, Son, Rodriguez, and then Kane, Mitrovic, and then I got Calvert-Lewin, Kane, Wilson. I feel like I've got to do it. I feel like I've got to play my wild card. Anything you're changing there? Anything you're changing that team? I'm going to leave that there for now. Anything you're changing that fantasy team? Because I'm thinking of playing my wild card. Although I really should wait for injuries, but to be fair, is there any like good? Is it Betty? Why can't he? I know he moved, but contract terminated. Oh, I thought he moved somewhere. We might as well get rid of. Second goalkeeper is so unnecessary, so I don't even care who it is. None of these are likely to play. Let's just go Forster. Mitchell for Ayling. Probably get Watkins. But the thing is, if I've got Grealish, I don't want Watkins as well. I want to cover my bases and get someone else as like a cheap striker. So I'll go for Wilson. I feel like you can't really have. I can't have Grealish, Watkins, and Martinez in goal. Yeah, my captain's Kane and Rice, Sonny normally. That's what I have been doing. I mean, Sonny would have got me more points if I had him as captain, but I've just always had Kane captain because he takes penalties and stuff as well. Mitchell failing. Let me check the defenders. Mitchell for Crystal Palace. Really? He's got 6, 5, 1, 0. He got 5 because he got an assist against Man United. Does play all the games, to be fair. 4.1. And to be fair, if he is a backup, that's actually a good point. If he's just a backup, that doesn't matter. That's actually a very good shout. Thank you, chat. That saves money. Oh, there you go. They're just showing Kane on the... I don't even know what it's called, just in the stands. Right, what do we reckon? I've still got $1 million in the bank as well, so if necessary, I can try and get like another really good player if someone doesn't work out. But I'm thinking of doing that. Oh, decent header. Saka? Miss it. He still got it. Oh, God. Coady just hit over the ball. Bloody hell. Defenders. Castagno's obviously top. I think he's got quite a few good assists, hasn't he, recently? And goals. Goals and 1 goal and 3 assists. Chilwell played first game 90 minutes, got a goal and an assist. He was against Crystal Palace, but Chelsea will do well. I wanted him before the season started. Walker Peters is such a dark horseman. Look at this. He's got an assist and 2 clean sheets. 1.365 for 4.5 mil is very good. That's probably the only Liverpool player that's worth having is. Yeah, I mean, Reguilon got injured, but I don't think it was major. I think it was quite a minor thing. Oh, I'm always scared of doing this. Right, someone help me out. Okay. Question is, do I? Okay, I can do this now, actually. Hold on. So, let me do this. This is my team now, right? Hold on. That is my team at the moment without doing any sort of transfers or anything for the games coming up. All right. Schmeichel, Digne, Arnold, Justin, Wan-Bissaka, De Bruyne, Mount, Son, Jimenez, Kane, Mitrovic. Oi, oi, Bavs, welcome, G. Welcome, G. While nothing's really happening in the England game, we're kind of just sorting out my fantasy team. Can't see it properly. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me zoom in. Right. Is that better? Can you see that? Yeah, Jimenez is a bit quiet now. I feel like Wolves just haven't started that well in the season. So there's that. That is my team right now. So then if you can hopefully see that. Right, try and remember that, okay? Schmeichel, Digne, Arnold, Justin, Wan-Bissaka, Son, Mount, De Bruyne, Jimenez, Kane, Mitrovic. Okay? That's my team now. This is what I'm proposing to do. This is the squad I want to make. Do you think this is better? Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. I've taken out Wan-Bissaka, I've taken out Trent, I've brought in Chilwell, Castagna, Saiz. Walker Peters is a good cheap one. Martinez in goal he's a top keeper, to be fair, for a lower team for how cheap he is. Then a midfield four of Grealish, Salah, Son, Rodriguez, the top scoring and assisting midfield right now with Wilson, Kane, Calvert-Lewin. Is that better? Wilson's already got bare goals for Newcastle. He's already got 4 goals already. And he takes their penalties for them. I think for his price, I had him all of last year when he was at Bournemouth. I think for his price, he is okay. Cool. We're gonna pull the trigger. Everyone's saying it's way better. Right. I need to make sure I actually press play wildcard because the best thing about this as well is I still got basically 1 million remaining. Because I still got the 1 million remaining, that means, like, say for example, if I wanted to get like a 6 something, I could still get if I wanted to, because I could take out Castagna or Chilwell. Oh no, I can't because he's 7.5. Never mind. But I could get do you know what I mean? I could get a really high priced 6 point something. If I wanted to get Digne, I'd bring Digne in or whatever because I've got the extra milli in the bank. But I think right now Everton are scoring a lot of goals, but they're still conceding bare. So I'm gonna play my wild card. Calm. It's happening. We've done it. Everyone in my family's played their wild card. Everyone in my family's played their wild card. Well, a lot of people have played their wild card, so I've pulled the trigger myself. Oh, this team is just naughty now. What a great idea this was. Look at that. Look at that, chat. That is disgusting in a good way. Martinez, Chilwell, Castagna, Saiz, Salah, Grealish, Son, Rodriguez, Calvert-Lewin, Kane, Wilson. Bloody hell, that thing is... Okay, obviously the only issues I have right now is that for the next game in particular, Salah, Rodriguez, Calvert-Lewin are playing each other. Castagna, Martinez, Grealish are playing each other. But apart from that, I'm all good. And I think going forward, that's going to be the team to beat. Wildcard means I can make as many changes and not costing me points, but you get 1 per... What's the word? You get 1 per window. So I've got 1 wildcard up until January. And then you get another wildcard after when the next window's open for the next season. So if I was to do all of those transfers without the wildcard, it would have cost me 39 points, which is... Should never do that. Should never do that. So I needed to play the wild because a lot of my cousins have already. That's actually disgusting. How was Chilwell not in the team of the week when he got a goal, assist, and clean sheet? I'm ecstatic about that. I'm ecstatic about that. Right, let me share my screen for this so you guys can see the stats of the game. Can you see that? Do I need to zoom in on that? Yeah, that's the one. For the, I think someone was asking before. You basically sub them out and it changes the formation. Zoom in, yeah? All right. Might do that, but then cut out there. So that's going to have most. That's got to be a bit better, right? You can't really see the scoreline from there. There you go. I'll do that. Come on, Rodon, man. We need to see if you're any good or not. Sunday's a big one for us against Belgium. Yeah, man. Oh, I'll probably stream that one with Dad. I'll probably do that one with the family just because that's a bigger game, bigger stream. Obviously, people like Harry Kane will be playing. Do you think we can win the title? Look, at the end, it is extremely early. Extremely early. But at the end of the day, it is extremely possible. I mean, we've been close before with definitely a worse squad. Obviously, we had an amazing first team back in 16, 17 and whatnot, but we never had any squad depth or quality squad depth. Now our squad depth is insane, and we have Gareth Bale. Our front three are Son, Bale, Kane. And the way Son and Kane have started off already is mental. Oh, go on. Oh, I thought I was going towards Calvert-Lewin. It's mental. So it's naive to say it's not possible, but also in the same breath, it's also naive to say, yeah, we're going to win it. Like, it's one of them ones where there's so much competition. It's going to be really, really hard. Everton are looking on fire, but I think they might struggle with injuries potentially down the line, which could screw them over. I think about if Calvert-Lewin gets injuries like Kane does, or if James Rodriguez ends up being out, they lose a lot of their creativity and goals just from those two alone, and they don't really have the backup to do it. So it's one of them ones where time will tell with Everton. I think they're in for a great shout for top four, to be fair. Man United are looking like they're going to miss out this season because they've been playing terribly. 3 points in 3 games, and bearing in mind they should have lost that one as well. Wales with the ball in. Headed away. How's Joe Rodon doing? Yeah. I mean, it was kind of his fault for their goal, I think. He kind of ran away from Calvert-Lewin, or Calvert-Lewin made the run in behind. All right, half-time now, 1-0. Yeah, he kind of just let Calvert-Lewin make the run in behind him and conceded the header. So not good so far, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I pre-ordered FIFA as well. Well, sorry. Yeah, I pre-ordered it for tomorrow. I literally just ordered it before the game. I want to do some FIFA 21 streams potentially next week. If you guys are interested, you think that'll be a good thing to do? Up to you. I definitely want to do more. It's just like, obviously, like the interest in the Spurs streams are way higher than anything else. I do think like a Spurs. Oh, what do you reckon? A Spurs career mode, or I don't really like Ultimate Team because I feel like it's so sweaty now. And you either got to spend 40k points to get a decent team to start off with, or you're just gonna struggle. Like, and I'm not in a position to be wasting money on packs. I'm trying to save up for life. So I think I'd rather do like a Spurs career mode, to be honest with you. But depends what people are interested in seeing. Caden saying Ultimate Team streams. Let me put this back up. We don't need this in. Kane is saying Ultimate Team streams. Anyone else? RB Sporting asking, do you think we should sign Rodon? To be honest with you, I don't know. I mean, from what I've heard from all the Swansea people that there's like a couple of Swansea YouTubers that messaged me and they were saying that he's the nuts, basically saying he's the best centre-back in the Championship. So off of that, I mean, it seems like a no-brainer. But it's a friendly at the end of the day, but he hasn't really impressed me too much. It was kind of poor defending from him for Calvert-Lewin's goal. So career mode over Ultimate Team, says Sebastian. Josh Carrera says Spurs career. Caden says Spurs career mode would be nice too. Careers we need to think of, oh man. Ultimate Team from Steven. I built my team around Tanganga. See, that's the thing. If I was to do an Ultimate Team series or streams, it would be, I'll try and make it more entertaining and more funny. I don't want it to just be sweaty out with whoever, because that's just not how I play FIFA. I would want to do it something like that, like around Tanganga. I don't know if any of you have been around for a long time. I did a series. Well, the first one was Here Comes the Sun. I did for FIFA 17, I believe, or FIFA 18. I think it was FIFA 17. I did Here Comes the Sun. Obviously, the whole team was based around an informed son I had at the time, I think. No, the purple one. It was the Player of the Month son. And then the following season, I did Surging for Success, because that was the first season we bought Surge, I think, the year after. And yeah, it was Surging for Success. And it was based around an informed Surge Warrior I got. So I'm tempted to kind of do a big pack opening at the start. Oh, what would be good is Bale. Bale's one to watch is out tomorrow. Well, the one to watch is out tomorrow in general, should I say. So I'm tempted to load it up and just try and buy packs and or even buy enough packs so I could at least buy Bale off the market if I don't pack him myself, and then kind of just do a Bale Ultimate Team series so that the whole team is just based around his one to watch card. What do you think of that if I do that? Because I'd want to do that or a Spurs career mode. Oh, funny enough, FIFA's been advertised now from my screen. Or actually, I could do both. I could do career and Ultimate Team. I'll be sporting investor. We should wait until January to go for a centre back. I kind of think so as well. My only worry is that Tanganga is already injured again. So we're already down to 3 centre backs in Dyer, Tanganga, and Sanchez. And we all know that Dyer and Sanchez can be very iffy at times. I really like Sanchez, but I'm not blind. I know he has he's like quite inconsistent, as you saw from giving away that penalty at the start of the Man United game. But then there were other games he looked really solid. Dyer was really solid against Man United in total, like overall, but then games against Everton he was poor and things like that. So, oh, I like that. I like that. To go with the song as well. That could be the intro. If you haven't seen already, I've done the music video for Miche artist, and it's called Bale is Back. If you haven't seen it, it's on the channel right now. I mean, I've got it loaded up on here. So that would actually be pretty. So as you're saying, I'm sure Bale will get in a higher exclusive card. I don't think it really matters, because if I've got his one to watch card. Wait, someone explain it to me. Does his one to watch number go up just to the number that his team of the week card does? So his informed card, sorry. Or say he got a special card as well and his number was higher, would it go up to whatever that amount was as well? Or is it purely based on team of the week? Let me know. Because even if you got a better exclusive card, it doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter theoretically, because then the one to watch should go up as well. So It's quite funny that Gareth Bale was given 83 as well, purely based on the fact that he just hasn't played recently, even though he's absolute baller still. Absolute baller. Even Ryan Giggs and everyone at Spurs were saying that he's going to be a force when he comes back. I can't wait for him to. He's gonna get team of the week so much. They're just analysing the England-Wales game. Side as pro clubs. We enjoy making it. I think the issue is, this is why it bugs me, man. Why can't FIFA just invest in pro clubs properly and just take it more serious? Because if they did, pro clubs is genuinely some of the funniest content you can have out there. But pro clubs hasn't been popular on YouTube since like 2014. And sadly, as much as it's fun and entertaining to do and make, the reality is no one wants to watch it on YouTube. Well, not no one, obviously, a couple of people do, but no one really wants to watch it on YouTube anymore. That's the main problem with it, man. That's the big problem with it. Oh, my voice lagging as well. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, you said Simon. Yeah, Simon programs is obviously really good, but they're already a huge platform, right? They're already huge YouTubers, so they've got plenty of fans that will want to watch their content regardless of what it is. That's why they can pretty much put anything out and it will bang. And that's what they were known for. They were known for these pro clubs games beforehand anyway. When you're a new channel being set up like Offsiders is, where we've got what are we on now? 4.4K, maybe? Something like that. There is no discoverability with pro clubs. So if we were to post it, as funny as it may be, it just absolutely will not get pushed by YouTube. Audiences just won't be as interested to watch it in general. All because EA didn't invest in the platform and haven't changed it for about 10 years. So it's sad, man. But I thought the Offsiders should have at least one fan from every club. Would you want a 20-man group? Are you mad? Do you know how impossible that is to organise? We leave that to people like 90 minutes and all that, because that's not. It was less about our teams. Sorry, one second. Yeah, it was less about the teams that we support and more just about that we're all friends and we want to make fun content together. So see you later, Oscar. Thanks for coming in, man.
What the score?
1-0. England.
Who scored?
Calvert-Lewin. Everton striker. He's doing really well this season.
Yeah?
Oh man, my eyes bugging me. It's so frustrating. How did I first meet all the Offsiders boys? Well, I've known them for, well, Sam, obviously, I've known for ages because obviously he's a Spurs YouTuber. Oh my God. Did you ever have one of those moments? I quite literally just blanked out and was staring into space for no reason. Yeah, Sam I've known for ages. And Bavs I've kind of, not like personally, like there's a few of the guys that I've obviously obviously we've grown way more because of this, like closer together. But who was it? It was myself, Ellis, Alex Griffin, and sometimes Sam, but mainly us three would play a lot of GTA in lockdown and stuff like that. So I got to know them well from that. Bavs already knew, obviously being an Arsenal YouTuber. I met Ellis Bavs at the FBAs last year, which was the Football Blogging Awards, now called the Football Content Awards. So I met them there. That was the first time I actually met them in person, I think. And Josh, I've just kind of known for a while, like followed him on YouTube for a while and stuff, but not like known person. Sam was the only one I knew close because obviously we go to Spurs every week, whereas the others were more just like we would talk online or like play games on PlayStation. And then we just decided, because the lockdown was like a perfect opportunity to explore this kind of thing, and we've just become so much closer since. I actually thought you froze. Felt like it. Are you tight with Tottenham fans? I assume you mean we are Tottenham TV? Yeah. I'm close with every Spurs YouTuber. Expressions, good mate of mine. We are Tottenham TV, good mates with them. Obviously Sam. And literally, like Max was probably the one of the first. Max and Anna were the first two Spurs YouTubers I like spoke to or like collabed with. I used to play a lot of H1 as well, actually, back in the day. And then I learned expressions. I learned who expressions was through a comment on one of my videos. He was saying there's this guy expressions who's on Facebook. He wasn't making YouTube videos then. He was doing it all on Facebook. It's like, you should go check him out. So I checked those videos, thought he was hilarious. Messaged him saying we should collab. And then from then on, we kind of like just got to know each other. Met at games. He was in my videos. I was in his when he started vlogging. And then he just transitioned to YouTube. Oh, Caden, this is one thing I've always wanted to do, man. Where's he gone? I've always wanted to get like a neon sign or something for the wall. I think that would be sick. I don't know what it would be of though. I might do my Achillea visuals thing. But I've always loved that when I've been watching streams of other people, like other big YouTubers. Like I watch Courage JD for gaming a lot. Oh, the second half's about to begin. But he's got his logo and it looks insane. The neon light looks insane in the background. The problem is, I don't really have, well, for my channel, it's just a picture of me, which would look really stupid on a neon sign. But if there was, maybe if I did my Achillea visuals thing, maybe not even neon, maybe like a LED thing, where it's like a plaque and then LED lights behind it, that would look cool. Who are my all-time favorite Spurs players? Robbie Keane, Jermaine Defoe, Ledley King, and Benoit Asuakoto. Don't even ask me why for that last one. Just me and my cousin way back in the day just thought it was hilarious. The different color the boots when he was the blue and the red. He was just a funny character, and he scored probably 2 goals in his whole career, but they were both bangers. So the Killer Visuals logo would maybe Killer Visuals logo looks sick. Maybe do that in LED. Yeah. So basically, what it would be is I'd have the actual. So I'm thinking is the actual black like AV logo is on like a I don't know what it's like a metal. It's like a metal thing, so it would kind of stick out to like there, and then behind it, it's got like white lights or lights that project onto the wall behind. I think that would look insane. My favorite Spurs player of all time is Human Sonny. I mean, he is becoming, well, he is my favorite currently. Yeah, he's my favorite currently, but he will probably go down as one of my all-time favorites by the time, obviously along with Harry Kane, by the time they're done with Spurs. These small streams are the best. Big streams are so chaotic. I know it's hard. I need to get more mods, but for when it comes to the big streams, the problem is I have a lot of trust issues, and I don't know why. And because I can't really keep up with chat a lot, it's hard to tell which people are like always in and like really reliable to do that kind of stuff. Because some people might always want to join, but they won't necessarily want to be a moderator. Like they don't want to, handle blocking people or timeouts and all this, that, and the other. So the problem is there's only a select few people right now that probably would want to do that, which means it's hard to get it sorted. Hang some of your jerseys up. It's not a bad idea. This is like my makeshift office in like a separate living room in the house. So at the moment, it's just a white wall. I am thinking of moving this desk further forward though, because I will say the one thing I do not like is having no space behind me whatsoever. Like the wall is literally, that actually kind of makes it look further back than it even is. It's literally just right behind me. Neath. Neath? Is that how you pronounce it? And Ndombele is settling in nicely. I enjoy watching people breaking people's legs. Yeah, mate, he's so good. I called it last year, man. We just got to put faith in him. He's now got the drive, which is the best thing about him. Oh, hold on. Wales got the ball going forward. Poor shot. Oh, God, this is not entertaining to watch. Who is the best young player at Spurs? Probably Tanganga, I would say. He's like 20 years old. He pretty much bossed almost all of his appearances for Spurs so far. Troy Parrott is supposed to theoretically be the best, but we haven't seen it for the first team. And he's off on loan now, so you can't say him yet. Apparently Skip is doing so well in Norwich. He got the player of the month in the first month already for them, I believe. And every Norwich player is like Norwich fan, is raving about him. Jack Clark's supposed to be good because he's only 18 years old as well. He's in the Europa League squad. Who else is supposed to be good? I think a lot of the people that are supposed to be good in our team are like really young. Like I'm talking like 16, 15. He's that Wigan player and he's supposed to be the nuts. And he's only 15 years old. Alfie Devine, however you pronounce it. Caden saying Troy Parrott shipped off to Millwall to try and replicate what happened to Kane. Hopefully it works. Yeah. I mean, let's fingers crossed. Let's hope so. How is Joe Roden according to you? I feel like I've seen everyone misspell his name. It's two O's, like as in the way I've spelled it at the bottom of the screen. I'm not being funny. This is a friendly, so it's not. Oh God, that was a really, really poor pass by Keane. Now Wales are in possession. Tyler Roberts currently. He's got nowhere to go, to be fair. One step over. To be fair, they shifted out on the right-hand side. You're going to get a cross in? Nico Williams doing all right. It's all right, we've pushed them back. If I'm being honest, because this isn't the most intense game in the world, because it's just a friendly, there hasn't really been too much going on. A lot of Wales's attempts have been so far wide or whatever it may be. And obviously with the one England goal, Joe Roden didn't track Calvert-Lewin. I mean, it was a brilliant ball in by Grealish, putting it into the perfect spot. But one, keeper should have really tried to come out and catch it. Two, Joe Rodon just stood there while Calvert-Lewin ran behind him and had a free header in front of goal, which was a very rookie mistake. So, not great, to be honest with you, at the moment. No, Joe Rodon's not injured. What do you think? I don't think he is. I'm pretty sure they didn't take him off. Oh, they did. Oh, mad. And they took him off for Dylan Levitt. Yeah, you can see it. See it here. Look, Joe Rodon there, subbed off for Dylan Levitt. I actually did not see that happen. No. It was Joe Rodon's fault because the goal was in the first half. So it was his fault in the first half for the Calvert-Lewin thing. But he must have got subbed off at halftime. So Joe Rodon's only played the first half, and he was at fault for their goal, really. So, yeah. Oh, goal for England. Connor Coady. 2-0. Damn. Was that Trippier with the ball in? I want to see this again. In the meantime, let's get that goal celebration going up. Go on, son. That is an incredible ball. That was an incredible ball by Trippier. He was far. It was a free kick to England. He was far right, quite deep, like halfway. I should say halfway between the halfway line and the 18-yard box in terms of distance. But it was right on the right-hand side. Delivered it really far deep to the back post. Connor Coady ran onto it and actually hit it first time with it outside of his foot into the goal. That was class. That was an incredible ball and finish. But that is 2-0 to England. What was that? 50. His last goal was in 2018. Bloody hell. Let me edit the goal. Not the goal. Let me edit the... Oh! I think he was offside, but Wales just hit the post. Well, I can take the Joe Rodon scouting off of the title, considering he's now not playing. $2-0. Let's go. It was video. It was Nithi. It was Connor Coady. Yeah, great ball by Kieran Trippier from the free kick to the back post. I think it was like a volley on his outside of his foot into the goal. Timmy's asking, is Jose the future of Spurs in terms of management? It's a tough question to ask because Jose Mourinho is notoriously a short-term manager at a lot of clubs. And I think he's been brought in because obviously he's an elite manager who knows how to win trophies. And that's basically what Spurs need. It kind of worked out perfectly. Poch spent basically 5.5, 6 years turning us into a Champions League team. But we could just never get over the line. We didn't have the experience. We didn't have the players with the experience. And we didn't have the manager with the experience to win trophies. And now we're set up in the new stadium, new training ground, and we finally have a blockbuster manager, which has attracted Bale back to the club. Reguilon, who was playing Champions League. Well, sorry. He was at Sevilla on loan, won the Europa League, which means, but he's a Real Madrid player, so he could have played Champions League with Real Madrid or even Sevilla if he went back on loan. or even if he chose United, could have had Champions League football with them. Instead, Mourinho pulled him to us. Joe Hart. Oh, okay, Joe Hart was a free. That's pretty easy. Doherty came out of nowhere. Højbjerg, good solid player to buy. Finally got another striker. Like, the pull he has and the quality he has is insane. Ampadu has been all over Grealish this whole game. He's finally been booked. So yeah, I think Mourinho is the future in the sense that he'll probably be with us for 2 more seasons maximum. But what he will do in that time is hopefully win us a fair few trophies and get us to that winning mentality as a winning team and take us to that top level where at that point the club can attract anyone, not just Jose Mourinho. And we finally got players like Lo Celso and Ndombele balling out, hopefully injury-free, hopefully Kane's injury-free. Subs for England, Calvert-Lewin coming off, Mason Mount coming on. That's a good game for Calvert-Lewin. Reece James is about to come on, I think. Is Trippier coming off? Yes, Trippier's coming off for Reece James. Trippier captain for England, funnily enough. And Mings is coming on, and I don't know who for. Is it Coady? Who's coming for? Who's Mings? Ah, Gomez. All right, Joe Gomez coming off for Mings. Triple substitution. Do I think we can win the Prem now? I mean, like I've said this before, you can't rule it out, but it would be extremely difficult. What my ideal scenario is, we beat Stoke, we get drawn against Newcastle or Brentford in the semis. You basically then have a bye to the final because with a Mourinho team of quality, should get to the final with those fixtures. And then you just win a cup early, just win it first week of March. Because then there's absolutely zero pressure for the rest of the season to then win a trophy because then that whole grey cloud's been lifted. And then that way you can hopefully focus on Premier League, Europa League and FA Cup. The league is probably going to be far, far, far less likely because the competition is so high. And not only that, we'll probably focus on winning Europa League a lot. I think Mourinho is doing a heavy focus on Europa League, which means obviously when fixtures come thick and fast, it's going to be harder to prioritize. But what I will say is we have insane squad depth. We played 3 games in 1 week, but not just that. 2 of those games were Chelsea, a first-team Chelsea team, and Man United in the Premier League. And we won both games. And not only that, won a Europa League game 7-2, and not only that, beat Man United away 6-1. And we scored all 5 penalties, which we have never done before against Chelsea. So we're on cloud 9 right now, and anything's a possibility. But I'm not getting ahead of myself. We'll see how the season goes. We just have to take every game at a time, and hopefully we do well. But I think I weirdly feel like we can win 2 trophies this year. Someone's asking if I think we can do that. So I'll be saying he thinks. I think we can win 2 trophies this year. I think the Carabao Cup I never even thought about because I was expecting us to go out earlier. Like I was expecting us to go out against Chelsea just because we didn't have a first team out there. We weren't taking it as serious until the end of the game when we actually knew we could win it. But now that we've won that game and drawn against Stoke and could potentially get Brentford or Newcastle in the semi-final, just means that the Carabao Cup is so achievable. And you can't be picky with what trophy you win, right? A trophy is a trophy. Even though that is the bottom of the list, it's still a trophy and it's early days. So if we can secure a Carabao Cup early, I think we can easily then win the FA Cup or Europa League, and that's 2 trophies, and have a real good go at the league. But I think top 4 for league is most likely. I think top 4 for league and hopefully League Cup and Europa League is what I want to see. I'm tempted to put a bet on it just because I want, like, I just, the mentality we have and the quality we have now, I can't see that not happening. Go on, Winks just drove through about 4 Welsh players. I haven't seen Winks drive through the team that much in ages. Dad, I'm not saying we'll win the league, but we'll definitely finish in the top 1. You know what? As every day goes, I feel like I'm just getting like way too gassed. And like I keep thinking we're just going to win the league. Like, I'm so happy with our transfers and how games are going. I'm like almost convinced we'll win the Champions League without even being in it. That's how confident I am. Yes, I do live in London. Currently 2-0 to England in the 61st or in the 62nd minute. Go on, delivery from Saka. Blocked corner to England. Oh, my thing froze. What? That is so annoying. What? Everyone's just saying, what a goal. My I froze. My Amazon thing froze. It is 3-0. It is. I wasn't paying attention. I need to see the replay because I haven't seen it. It literally just went like that and they're celebrating. Bloody hell. Right. Well, let me do this anyway. All right. So what happened here? Ball in. Oh, it's frozen again. Oh, oh, Ings. Oh, yes. Oh, I just saw it. So ball in, and was it Keane or Mings headed it? And what's his face was by himself. Ings was by himself and goes for a cheeky little overhead kick, you know. That was class. Oh, this is an easy England win. Easy. Oh, why is that? I just clocked. Is that score not refreshed? That's so weird. Because everything else was right. It just showed the wrong score the whole time. That's quite funny, actually. Wow. All right, let me change the title now as well. Ings, Calvert-Lewin scoring. This is all without Kane, without who else are you missing? Trent, without Henderson, without all sorts of players. Sancho, Sterling. England have actually made this one look easy. Okay, granted, there is no Bale or Ramsey for Wales, which is a huge miss for them. Huge miss for them. However, this is still a very solid performance from England. It does look extremely easy, but you can only play. Oh, Mings with the control, and absolutely just violated one of the Welsh players, nutmegged him. There's just this whole new sense of confidence in England now. We're playing really sharp still, even 3-0 up, which I'm quite surprised by. That's really good from England, actually. I have an idea for a video. There's a lot of local businesses around the Tottenham Stadium. Why don't you come up with a quiz with 10 questions? And if they get all right, you can give them a gift. Oh, what? So you mean like Chick King, for example, or like almost actually ask the businesses questions. So like Chick King, what's the Caribbean one? Brown Eagle, I think it is. Is it Caribbean? I think so. Excuse me if I'm wrong. Like I haven't been in it myself, but I know there's one called Brown Eagle, I think. Which is either Caribbean or West African food, but I'm not entirely sure. They're right there. They should know a lot. I think the only issue with that video at the moment is that it's going to be quite difficult to film that kind of stuff while being socially distant. Like, it's doable. Don't get me wrong, it is doable, but it's fairly difficult. Or it just makes it a bit more difficult. But I like the idea. I like that you're thinking about other bit. I am tempted to do stuff about the local businesses, kind of give back to the local businesses somehow. But I need to think of a good I need to think of a good way of doing it. I almost want a challenge, and then doing that challenge somehow will benefit the local businesses. But I'm not too sure yet. Yeah, I'll probably have to wait for post-COVID for that kind of thing, but it's definitely a good idea. Definitely a good suggestion. Oh, come on, guys. We're on 197 likes on the stream. 197. You literally need 3 more likes and we're at 200. Solid England-friendly stream by myself. I know it's not the most interesting, but I wasn't doing anything else this evening, so I thought, why not just come have a chat with you lot? Because I would have been watching it. The way I process it is would I be watching the game anyway? Yes. Would I be by myself anyway? Watching it? Yes. All right. So why don't I just stream it and talk to you guys? Documentary on impact on businesses around footy stadiums. That's a good idea because that's a bit more creative. Like it's more like a bigger thing. That would be cool. It's just you just need to find the best way of making that interesting without it just being a standard go interview and upload. You know what I mean? But I rate the idea. We're getting somewhere. This is like you guys are like my what's the word? It's like a marketing. No, it's like a strategy. This is like a strategy stream. All right, we'll do a little strategy session here right now, discussing good video ideas. I'm so happy with my fantasy team. Video idea, you know that's Q&A in October last year, 7-2 buy and do another Q&A. Was that the... I know I did those ones outside the ground where I was asking people questions. The quickfire ones. One of them was before Burnley 5-0. I can't remember what the Bayern Munich one was. Was Calvert-Lewin's goal good? Yeah, well, it was a brilliant ball in from... It was a fantastic ball in by Jack Grealish, who just kind of put it into the perfect position at the 6-yard box. He was all the way out right towards the corner flag. Perfect position for Calvert-Lewin just to run onto, but it was poor defending from Rodon. I keep wanting to say Rondon. It's perfect positioning from Rodon, who just literally... Oh, hold on. Come on, Saka. Oh, it's frozen again. Save from Hennessy. Are you not scoring there, man? It was like 3-on-3 or 4-on-3. Yeah, sorry. Oh, was it Instagram Q&A? So was it when did I ask people questions before and did I answer it on the video? I really feel like I really should do a Q&A at some point. Georgia put $500 down that we are going to finish top 2 this year. I'm confident. It's so possible, man. I'll be so gutted if we come second. Oh, okay. Well, let's be honest. If we come second and win trophies, I'm not going to be gutted whatsoever. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Like if we come second and we're that close again, I'll be fuming. Especially if it's someone like Everton wins again, I swear to God. If we let it slip to another B-rate team. Okay, I don't mean B-rate, but you know what I mean. Would you ever visit every Premier League stadium in 24 hours? Really hard and tiring, but doable. I've been wanting to, and my dad can back me up in the chat. I've been wanting to do that video for ages, and I'm talking like 2 years. And that's not even gas. My dad will back me up on this one because he doesn't normally back me up on this. I've told him that idea so long ago, and then we saw Mini Minter did it, and I kind of said I was kind of like, my dad knows I was a little bit fuming because I was like, how have I just come up with this banger idea and now someone with obviously millions of subs has done it? It will just look like I've blatantly copied them, but I promise you, I've had that idea for so long, so. Dad, don't try and lie in the chat now. I know you know. I know you know. So we did an adaptation of it. Sam and I did visiting every London stadium in 24 hours. as a first thing. So we definitely want to do. We're doing another one of those, but we want to visit more stadiums. So we kind of just did League Two to the Premier League, like the Football League. We kind of want to include non-league teams as well, or like conference teams. But we want to drive this time and see if we can do them all. Well, that was in 12 hours. Sorry, that was actually we went to all the London stadiums in 12 hours. I would love to do a Premier League one, especially now we've got newcomers, Leeds. West Brom has been out for a couple of years. Okay, Fulham's in London, so that's easy. James, all the goal scorers at the bottom of the stream. You can see at the bottom, ticking along. I put the times and who scored. United Central got a stream called Shambles FC. Yeah, trust me, kid. Like, you do not understand the level of ideas I have for when COVID is basically done or whatever, when we can actually travel again. I have got some banger ideas, and I mean actually banger ideas. But it's obviously just a waiting game now as to whether they can happen or not. Yes, Tommy Castillo's jumped on the hype. Over here, all about positivity. Yeah, we're going to win the league. Fia Baker did as well. Look, at the end of the day, guys, I mean, YouTube's YouTube. Everyone is going to do the same video eventually, and everyone copies off of each other. It just is what it is. My thing is I really don't like just straight up copying someone. So now I've got to try and find another twist to put on it. But there's nothing wrong with doing the same kind of video as someone else, as long as you kind of put your own twist on it, whether that be to do with your own editing style, your own vlog style, your own whatever, or even if you just switch up the idea a little bit. So I'm thinking, why don't we do it as a race? So you still do 24 hours, but do it of like, I can only take trains and then someone else can only drive. Something like that. That could be banging if you make it like a challenge. It's almost like Top Gear. Don't you worry, Caden. I've got a hefty notebook of ideas and things written down. Don't worry. First to visit every Premier League stadium wins £1,000. I like that. I like that a lot. Problem is, I'd need a sponsor for that because I do not have £1,000. Well, I don't have £1,000 to give away. I should put it that way. Oh, don't worry. Nithy, I think you said your name was. I definitely will do another Q&A. I don't make it interesting though, is the only thing. I don't want to just sit and talk. I think that could be a bit boring. I want to make it a bit more interesting. But I'll have to think of a way of doing a really interesting way of doing this of Q&A. Any suggestions? Does anyone know like what would be like a good way of doing like an interesting Q&A that's not just me just talking to the camera? I think that could be a bit boring. Winksy coming off. Oh, another triple substitution. What's going on here? I think we've got Ward-Prowse, Harvey Barnes, and Maitland-Niles coming on. With Winks, Grealish. I didn't see who the last one was. Winks, Grealish, and Saka. Makes sense. Saka for Maitland-Niles. Saka coming off. Can't lie, pretty decent debut for Saka. He had one chance to get a goal for himself, which I feel like he could have done a bit better, but you know. Do I know who Casey Neistat is? Casey Neistat was one of my original inspirations for vlogging. I used to watch his vlog series all the time back in when I was at uni in 2015, when he was first doing like daily uploads, like proper daily uploads. That's what made me decide I wanted to do my own vlogs, but put a twist on it and it kind of just be about football, because I go to Spurs every week. So I was like, oh, he's doing this to share his experience with what living in New York is like. I'm in a very fortunate position where I can go to every Spurs game every week. Why don't I just vlog that and share my experience with people who will never get the chance to go to Spurs games, or very rarely get the chance to go to Spurs games? You should try and collab with more vloggers. Yeah, this is something I definitely need to do. Rants I'm thinking about doing something with, because I go on his channel a lot for his streams, but I definitely want to do some more stuff with those guys. Obviously, the Offsiders, we do a lot together on Offsiders, but I do need to get them individually and collab with them on my channel. But I definitely want to branch out. So if you've got any suggestions of anyone you'd like to see me collab with, you think I did that video with Miche Artist, so I think that was a banger. I thought that was really good. Oh no. Oh no, everything just froze. Would you do a meet and greet? Obviously, currently now, no, because of the climate of just given the climate, like given everything to do with coronavirus and whatnot. That's definitely not a safe thing to do. Once that's over, I kind of already do that at Spurs stadiums at the games. So if you get to go to the games, like most people can probably tell from my videos where I sit and where I go beforehand, and a lot of people see me there. So it's kind of one of the ones where I'm always going to be about if you want to ask me questions there and stuff. But I've never really done like an official thing like that. Do a Prem Stadium challenge with the Offsiders. Yeah, we're definitely going to do that. Don't worry. I'm also a huge Casey Neistat fan. He comes here to South Africa pretty often. I think film Q&A in that style. Move around the house and city and answer questions in your car. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that in the back of my head. I really was kind of thinking that in the back of my head. Just make it a bit more, not just here, front of the camera, sit, chat to you. Kind of just take the camera with me and do it. I think that's definitely a good idea. Definitely a good way forward. Do a list of the best vloggers from each Premier League club. Cause a lot of beef. Oh, Neil, man. You know what? We were one of the first. Okay, well, that's obviously from what I remember, in the sense that at that time, the only YouTubers I knew that were doing podcasts was the True Geordie. On YouTube, I'm talking about, was the only YouTuber doing podcast to do with football and that and whatever. I don't know if any of you would have remembered, or O'Neill might have done, when myself, obviously Expressions, Anna, Spurs XY, and Extra and Max, we had a podcast with all four of us talking about Spurs, and it was really good having all four of us do it together. And we were kind of one of the first to kind of bring a podcast platform to YouTube in terms of football vloggers specifically. Now, obviously, everyone and their mum has got a podcast. But the problem with that is when you've got four different sets of people, we've all got totally different jobs, we all work at different times. It can get a bit. It's really hard to organize, man. So I miss it. I miss it. We need an Achillea Fest event when all this is over. 100%. That should be pretty sick. Another good idea: when fans are back, you could surprise YouTubers at the games that they support. Like, for example, you could turn up to a Bolton game without telling Fogden and surprise them at the game. Huh. Well, Thogden's definitely another person I'm going to collab with soon. I've spoken to him recently, and we were talking about it. It's just a matter of coming up with the idea. I was on his channel recently doing Premier League predictions, and I think I was way off. How's Rodon doing? He got subbed off for half time. And he was kind of at fault for their goal. So, yeah, their first goal, that is. It was before Zoom. That's a good point. Why do you think Tottenham doesn't have a proper fan channel? Spurred almost great. Well, we are Tottenham TV. From what I remember, I think the Spurred On guys kind of all just split and ended up doing totally different things. So then the Spurred On channel just stopped, from what I remember. I don't really know. I think they just literally just kind of split up and just went to do different things. So we've got We Are Tottenham TV as like an official, not official, but like, you know what I mean, like a dedicated fan channel. They're doing fairly well. They're on like 55k subs. They're going really, they've been growing a lot recently, to be fair. Try a FIFA competition with other vloggers of different clubs. That could be a shout. Playing FIFA just against loads of different. I mean, the ideal thing is to plan ahead and do it as like a preview. But that takes a lot of organization when I also work full time, so it's hard. Oh, Maitland-Niles nearly skipped through everyone. Nothing worse than internationals for me. Yeah, it's not the most exciting, is it? Oh! Ings nearly scored again. Great save. See you later, Oscar. Mourinho pressured Southgate. Hey, Mourinho's on job. The regulation, is it bad and unusual? I don't. From what I've heard, it's not bad. A lot of people are saying it was just a precaution, taking him off. As far as I'm aware, it could potentially be worse because sometimes when the clubs are silent, that's normally a bad sign. But as far as I'm aware, it wasn't anything. Who scored for England? All at the bottom. Calvert-Lewin, Coady, and Ings. We've got great Spurs channels. George Tottenham Fan TV, Chris Cullen Expressions. Yeah, man. We've got Max as well. Anna's still uploading. Obviously not as regularly as she used to back in the day, but obviously she's really busy with work, but she's still uploading, doing like previews and things like that. And reviews. The Zoom meeting tomorrow. We could basically treat Belgium, England as a Zoom meeting. 5 minutes left, 3-0. I don't know if like any of you lot are the same, but unless it's like a competition like the Euros or the World Cup, England games just aren't that entertaining. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just obviously this one in particular is a friendly, but I still would have thought, right, England Wales there's that like local rivalry. Your country's next to my country, blah blah blah. There's obviously that. Oh, that's a great ball forward. Hold on, Maitland-Niles driving forward. Has he got the pace? He's still got it. To be fair, he was nicked in the box. He was nicked in the box. I would very surprised that nothing was given there. But yeah, like I feel like I'm just watching this England game, and it's like, yes, we're beating our rivals, whatever you want to call it, 3-0. But it's just like, it's just kind of what you expect. There's just nothing. There's nothing on the line, so it's not that interesting. At least with Spurs games, in that sense, you've got, all right, you have to win to get the points, or you're going to get knocked out, or whatever. Whereas even like this isn't even Nations League, so it's kind of just they're like, oh, okay, brilliant, just another game. Yeah. Do Harringay Borough let fans in, George? I know you watch them too. Yes, I think they do. I'm pretty sure they do. I am actually going to get myself down to the next Harringay Borough game I can, and do a vlog for that because I want to. I went to hashtag last week. I didn't vlog that mainly because I want to do vlogs for Harringay before I do hashtag because obviously got to have my allegiance with my team. For those of you that don't know, Harringay Borough is like everyone in our family's second team because my uncle is the chairman of Harringay Borough Football Club. So it's quite literally got Achillea written around the ground because he's a lawyer, so it's Achillea law. Coady literally just written around the ground. So we support Harringay Borough as well as Spurs because of that. Yeah, it's just kind of done, isn't it? Best Spurs vlogger there is. Too kind, Jack. Appreciate it though. Try being from the USA. Our games aren't ever exciting. You got a good point. You got a good point. In fairness, even we know England are better than we are, although the rugby is different. Yeah, I feel like rugby between England and Wales is probably way more interesting because that's definitely more even. And well, Wales are a shout to be better than England. So, whereas the football is like you just always know that England are better than Wales, and especially knowing that there's no Bale or Ramsey. You know, it's an even worse Wales squad. Like, this is probably one of the worst Wales teams I've ever seen on paper because of that reason. No, Bale's training at the Spurs ground, Dylan. He was training with the first team today. Well, the first team players that are left. So he's back in full fitness. Wales are Bale, full stop. Yeah, you're kind of not wrong. Yeah, Wales are more famous for rugby and boxing than football. That is definitely very true. Definitely true. I cannot argue with that. Can't wait till fans are back at footy. Just doesn't really seem the same. I miss the chance in the scenes. Me too. As much as I love doing streams, like live streams with the family, because given that's what we have to do now, I really do just miss being at the ground and seeing it live. And it's totally the social aspect. It's such an escape. You go to the ground, you see your mates, you see your family. Some people go for a piss up. I don't, but I do like have a drink when I go. It's just good vibes. You're singing, you're chanting. All right, obviously it's frustrating if you lose, but I would rather watch us lose than be watching us at home for the rest of my life. Which is where I feel really, really sorry for, like, obviously you fans that are. I feel really sorry for you fans that are obviously from the USA or from wherever who like will never get or either never or very, very rarely get to go to games because obviously like you wouldn't necessarily know the feeling, which is what I try and do with my vlogs. I try and share the experience to those that can't go. That's the main reason I do them. But obviously for someone like myself who is used to going to the games pretty much every week, it's like an addiction. I almost feel like I'm constantly itching now that I'm not at the games. Rich has been flicking between England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, and Republic of Ireland tonight. I mean, but what is that Europa League squad? Are you genuinely asking? Because from what I know, Jedson and Gazaniga have been left out, but Dane Scarlett and Jack Clark are in. You would love to watch a live MLS match. I would love to watch a live MLS match, to be fair. I was supposed to go to New York a couple of years ago, and that didn't happen. So I would have gone to either see New York Red Bulls or New York City, whoever it may be, out there. I like to try and go to a football match, or at least I like collecting football T-shirts. That's a great ball forward. Oh, I tried to get back into mine. It's a good move. Yeah, there's definitely a homegrown rule with the Europa League that we had to put in English players. That's why, like you say, Jedson and Gaz are left out, and why Dane Scarlett and Jack Clark have been put in. Oh, the Mercedes Stadium looks insane. I said it earlier. Mercedes Stadium looks unreal. That's the Atlanta's one, right? They had the Super Bowl there a couple years ago. That stadium looks phenomenal. That's what I want to do with this channel, man. I want to. Obviously, I can't now because of COVID. But what I want to get to a point at is I just want to travel the world and experience football matches in so many different countries. Just learn the culture and how they do it, and kind of just relay that back to people with my vlogs. Like share it in a creative way. That would be insane. I imagine going to like the world's highest football pitch. Like there's just a football pitch being laid out in a mountain somewhere. How sick would that be? I saw your vlogs, G, when I saw the Ajax vlog being from the US. I almost cried. Hey, that will get to everyone. Go on, England going forward. Go on. Oh. I think it's about to be full time. It might actually be full time because I'm 30 seconds behind, but for me, it's about to be full time. 20 seconds left. Does David Beckham own Inter Miami? Yes, he does. That would be a wicked one to see. I've been to Florida. It's the only time I've been to America, and I was actually filming for NFL. I was filming for NFL UK. Oh, what pass had a shot from distance? I filmed for the NFL UK doing the Pro Bowl last February when it was in Orlando, when it was in Disney World. Well, they had it at the ESPN Center in Disney World. That was wicked. I'd never been to America before, and obviously I've always wanted to go to Disneyland, so I was allowed to go for one of the days. And went on the Avatar rides. Obviously went to the main palace. I couldn't think of the word. Yeah. That was good fun, man. I loved it. But definitely places in America I want to go is New York. Always been throughout my whole life my top destination I want to go. New York, Tokyo are my top two. Sydney was my third, and I've already been, which is amazing. And I want to go LA, even though everyone's saying LA is actually not that great. It's actually quite worse. It's like apparently just doesn't look that nice. MLS and NFL I'd love to watch when I go to the US. Yeah, same. NFL I have to watch at some point. And NBA I have to go see. M. Rivera, a long-time donator on the stream. He's from San Antonio, and I'm a big San Antonio Spurs fan in the NBA. I would love to go watch them. And he said he would hook me up if I do get to go over there, so I will. World's highest football pitch. Go, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That would be a banger video. Yeah, I saw that video of Carlos Vinicius as well, doing his shooting drill. Why is it not letting me put up the... What about... Oh, come on. It's not letting me put... I think my internet's going down. That was supposed to go up ages ago. Jamaica, I'd love to go to. I've been to Barbados twice. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I can only imagine Jamaica's just as beautiful, if not better. So I'd love to go there as well. 100%. West Coast MLS is pretty good. Okay. I mean, that's a good thing in LA is you can see LA Galaxy and what's the relatively new one now? Is it just LAFC? Is it just Los Angeles FC? Because I want to get their t-shirt so bad because they're sponsored by YouTube, right? Isn't it like LAFC? And that because Fusion's got one, the shirt, and it just says YouTube TV on it. I think it looks sick. Obviously, being a YouTuber, it would be so cool to have YouTube TV written on a football top. You need to do a blog like abandoned pitches in Croatia that looks... Yeah, exactly. I promise. Trust me, I have these ideas written down. I've wanted to do that for so long. I want to go to abandoned like pitches / stadiums. I want to do things like the highest football pitch in the world, or even like the lowest football pitch in the world, like deepest, whatever. Obviously, there won't be one in the sea, but in terms of if there's whatever country in the world is the lowest like ground. I don't know how to say it. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Have you tried playing Among Us yet? I'm about to play after now with my mates. Ah, you're from Jamaica. Yeah. Have I been to Scotland? Not for the football. My family live in Prestwick. I've got cousins in Prestwick. I think my cousin's a Celtics fan. Celtics. Boston Celtics. He's a Celtic fan. So I might have to go to one of their games when this is all good, all done. Go watch the IPL cricket in India. I mean, I'm down. I'm down to do everything. LAFC, Portland, Seattle, Vancouver. Vancouver, beautiful. That's where I went snowboarding. Well, it's in Whistler, which you have to fly to Vancouver and then drive like 4 hours. But Vancouver's amazing. Seattle, I'd like to go see because I like to see the Seattle Sounders. Portland, I didn't know had a decent MLS team. That'd be cool to see. I miss you on Real Tottenham TV. Hopefully you come on soon. 100%, man. It's just about finding the time for collabing, man. I'm working 5 days a week now, full time. So it's just harder for me to get collabs going. Nah, Archie, I love Among Us, man. I don't know if it's because like I consider myself like a clever person. I like sussing people out. I really enjoy that. Among Us is basically the best way to do it is to have 10 characters. You are these 10 characters in this map, and you have to do tasks. You have to do certain things and complete them all to be able to win. But in those 10 people, there are 2 imposters. So there are 2 people that are trying to kill other people and stop people from doing the tasks and win and try and kill as many as possible. So what you've got to do is, so you play with your mates, you mute yourself while you're playing. So you just do your business, blah, blah, blah. If you die, you got to stay muted. If people find the body or if they call a meeting, you then go unmuted and you start trying to work out, right, who's the imposter? The aim is to find the imposters. And it's so much fun, just like everyone's lying to each other, or you got to try and work out who the killer is, or if you're the killer, you got to try and find the best way of killing everyone without being caught. It's brilliant. It's so much fun. No, this isn't a gaming channel, but surely everyone won't mind playing some Among Us with George. I'm down for playing Among Us, probably on my Twitch with you guys. The only reason I wouldn't do on YouTube is just it's very football orientated, and I feel like playing something like Among Us is totally left field. Warzone, and no one watched it. I went from having like 500 viewers on a Spurs stream to 30 on a Warzone one, because even though I loved Warzone and I was pretty good at it, like just that's not my audience. No one was interested. So I'm down to do on my Twitch. How long haven't you spoken to Anna? It's been a while, man. I do need to catch up to Anna, to be fair. Big time. It's been a long time, because what basically happened was, obviously we used to talk loads. Then there was a period where I think she was starting work, or she was getting a lot of work, and she stopped doing YouTube for quite a while, or like a fair bit. So then it was kind of like, okay, because she wasn't doing it, it was a lot harder to keep in contact, because a lot of the times that I'm either working or I'm doing YouTube. So normally I talk to people while I'm doing YouTube. So it was a lot harder, and then just haven't for a while. So now I'll hit her up and find out what she's doing. Would you consider making a second gaming channel? Well, speaking of, I can't get it up. I do have a second gaming channel. I haven't uploaded since my internet's gone down, but it is Just Achillea. In hindsight, that's not the best name, because people might think I mean the word Achillea, but it's quite literally the words Just Achillea. And because I edit for Calix, there's a video on there where yeah, I'm down for playing with subs. I'm down for playing with you guys. So that is my channel, is my second gaming channel, which I got to play a game of Warzone with Calix during lockdown. And considering there's a second channel gaming channel, it's actually like pretty decent. My first upload, I died to a hacker. And yeah, I don't know. I want to upload. I'm nearly on 1,000 subs there, to be fair. And it was a brand new channel, which was pretty good. What I'm tempted to do is I'm getting FIFA 21 tomorrow. I'm going to do FIFA 21 streams on this channel for Spurs stuff. So career mode and ultimate team. But I might do other FIFA stuff on that channel and have that as like a second channel to upload videos on. And then also I can do other gaming things there too, like Among Us and whatnot. Because I do love gaming, man. I really do love gaming. It's just I haven't had the time, nor have I had the internet to do it, which is frustrating me. Hi, George, Tottenham fan from Brazil. Thank you, Distar. What do you think of the Brazilian players in the current Spurs squad? I love Lucas for what he did for Ajax, and his energy is incredible. Incredible. And Vinicius looks like a baller, so I'm excited to see how he does. AVFC vlogger, how did Grealish play? Didn't watch the game. He got the assist for the first goal. Played really well this game. Really well this game. O'Neill, she's a horse rider. That's why. So she will be doing horse riding a lot. So I guess because she works a lot, the only real time she has to do the videos is while she's doing the horse riding. So like, everyone's got their own niche. I think it's really good, actually. It's better than just being... Yeah. All right, I think I'm going to end it there, chat. Thanks for turning up, whoever did. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it massively. Obviously, like, it's not the most interesting game in the world. We did win 3-0 in the end, which is pretty good. But yeah, I'm not playing Among Us right now. I won't do it right now. I'll keep an eye on like Instagram and Twitter and stuff. I'll hit you all up for if anyone. It's gonna be hard to work out who to play with because I need 10 people, but then I feel like loads of people will play, and I've got to try and make like a private Discord and that kind of thing. Yeah, I'll work it out. I'll definitely do it in the future. But keep an eye on that gaming channel as well if you haven't subscribed to it already. I see 2 of you already have subscribed. Appreciate it to that channel because I'll hopefully be doing more stuff going forward on that. But yeah, I think I'm going to end it there. It was a nice chill one today. It was a bit more relaxing. I'm looking at my stream quality now and it looks shocking. So I do apologize. Nothing I could do about it. My internet is trash. But yeah. It was great for you to be able to talk to everyone in the chat. Yeah, it was nice for once, like actually just chill and just actually like talk to you a lot and not, you know, not have to rush about watching Spurs and have like 1,000 people just going mental. It's nice to have these ones every now and again. But yeah, you lot, thanks for coming in. Thanks for watching, even leaving a like on the video. I appreciate you. England win 3-0. Good news. I will be back probably with my family on Sunday for the Belgium-England game, I believe. All right. So I'll see you guys there. Peace.